You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready. You ready?
Hey. We are on the scene.
Yes.
Jamming. Yeah. Hey. I'm your girl, Racheal J. I'm here with the very talented Lamar Flowers, and we're going to get into some fabulous things that he has going on. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me,
Mr. Flowers.
I appreciate being here. Thank
yes.
you guys. I love it.
Absolutely, and thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you so much. We're out here on the scene every Friday and sometimes on a Saturday and Wednesday too, and y'all always come through, so we really appreciate that. But let's cut to Mr. Lamar Flowers. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, he's all decked out in his gear. He looking fly from head to toe. He even got the matching chair. He looking like a king sitting over here. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what I do. Somebody got to put it together, coordinate.
Yeah, coordinate. Yes, and speaking of coordination, let's tap into fashion. You've done everything from promotions, event planner, entrepreneur who possesses a wealth of experience in business strategy and business marketing.
That's important.
Yes.
Business strategy and marketing is important in every business. So
it is.
You gotta have some good people and some good ideas and a plan of action in order to execute to get to the bottom line. So it's about getting to the checks.
Yes, get to
Get to the checks.
You have that dream and a plan of action and execution, then you get to those checks. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So just give us a little bit about your background, because you got like over 20 years, in the music industry doing marketing and promotion. So can we just get a little bit about your background?
Yeah, I started out doing team parties as a kid, wanted to buy gym shoes, wanted to make a little extra money.
Yeah.
And, started them out at the house. Convinced my mom to convince my dad to let me have, a couple of little house events and things like that.
Okay.
And it kind of started from there. And then, from there, after I had my house party incident with things coming up missing, my dad's Rolex and a couple of my mom's diamond tennis bracelets and rings. They was like, oh, no more.
Yeah.
You and your homies got to find somewhere else to roost.
Yes.
And, I just started going out and trying to seek other places to promote and, give my friends a place to have fun. And it all started from there. And from there, it kind of took off.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you always had that entrepreneurial, spirit about you, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think, my mom was more of an entrepreneur, because she was most of the time home with us because she was sick, as us coming up, she was sick in and out of the hospital.
Yeah.
That she had, bad heart. So from watching her do, several different things, work in the community, she loved everybody and tried to help out as much as she could. But just watching her do some of her own businesses and things like that, that's kind of where I learned that from. So, my dad was a mechanic for Mercedes-Benz, and, he pretty much did the double shift thing. He was doing the 16 hours, making sure that we had what we needed.
Right.
And, those things allowed me to play baseball and skateboard and, basketball and things like that. But, that was pretty much my upbringing. Southside Chicago, 98 to
Southside.
Euclid Park, stand up. Got to give a crazy big shout out to, Perry Jackson, Tyrone Slaughter. They had us since we was little, 5, 6 years old, babies.
Wow.
They raised us. They kept us out of trouble.
Nourishing.
They nourished our community and our young men into being professionals. And there's a lot of strong brothers, that I grew up with that I'm proud of and excited about now that, lived on the next block is doing amazing things. And, we giving it back and passing it on. And, we trying to build the next generation, of us. So, big shout out to Perry and Tyrone.
Absolutely.
That was important because, they helped mentor us, even though it was through sports, but we learned a lot from them.
Right.
And that helped me in my business, as I grew as a teenager being in business into actually an adult, going into business, which was cool.
Wow. And just looking over your, your bio, and you started a company, Rage.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were saying how, the concept, or the love for this started when you were young, when you were 7 years old.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So as a kid, your parents normally ask you these questions like, what you want to do when you grow up? What you want to be, astronaut, doctor, lawyer?
Yeah.
And my mom kind of asked me the question one day, and I was like, I want to be a fashion designer. I want to have my own brand. Yeah. So my mom was heavy into fashion. She kept up with the brands and the styles and the big hats at church and the dresses and colorful purses and everything.
Mama had it going on, okay?
So that kind of gave me my first look into fashion and what it was, and being with her. She would go shopping in different stores downtown and had the little personal shopper thing going on.
Right.
They would bring out certain things and she would try it on, and we would sit and wait. They would give us candy and stuff, and while we waited for her to pick whatever it is that she wanted out. And from there, I got my first look into the fashion world, how this really works. And so at around 7, I kind of started working on creating a concept about fashion. And through a conversation with my mom, she talked to me about there wasn't a lot of African American designers at that time.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
She was telling me that, why don't you create your own brand? And so that's kind of how it all came about. And I came up with the name Rage for whatever reason. I don't know why, probably because I was a bad kid and a handful, but you know what I'm saying? I just called it, she asked me what the name of it was going to be, and I was like, I'm going to call it Rage. And so from there, I had the name. I knew what I kind of wanted to get into. I just kind of personally started working on things and, looking in books and magazines and stuff like that, and kind of keeping up. And she would help give me, guidance into that. This is Polo. This is, different brands and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And from there, I just worked on it my whole life, like all through elementary school, even high school. It was kind of my own personal project nobody knew about. And actually in 1994, I was able to incorporate the company and put out, my first T-shirt. A business partner of mine, Gregory Ritchie, we grew up together as well. He was in school at FAMU. He came home for the summer. Another buddy of mine, Lamar, had connected us. We grew up together, but I was a little bit older than he was, and I had moved on. This time, I had done all of the team parties and stuff like that, and I moved into working at Capitol Records. And so Greg at the time wanted to get in music, and I was already doing music and doing parties and shows and stuff like that. And so when we connected, I explained to him that I really didn't want to be in music. I wanted to do fashion. And he, we talked about it, and, he gave me my first initial investment to get the company up and going. And from there, that's something we hit the ground running.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So it's been, it's been good, but just working on the name Rage and coming up with the acronym, Release Anxiety, Gain Excellence, and then the tagline, which is Let It Out. So, we patterned it behind Nike somewhat. Nike just do it, Rage, let it out. But it's a concept about passion and believing in yourself. So, and we have this statement in our mission statement that, we're the builder of dreams.
Wow.
And that's,
that's
my
powerful.
goal is to give back to the community. That's why I do a lot of youth work, and work with the kids and things like that is, our goal. And my goal is to help build their dreams. The same way, I had, young men in my life to help build mine. So,
exactly. Wow. Wow. What a wonderful story. And the fact that it started with, I want to do fashion, and it turned into something much bigger. That's beautiful. It's an attestment to how, we're more than just one thing. We're three-dimensional beings. We have so much to give. But if you have some type of foundation, you can really build on top of that. So with what's going on in society, it's like, why Rage? Why now? Why is this so important to have, in our community? Because it's full of, because you're pinpoint diversity, inclusion, You know, that's like what you had as a kid. You had, you know, everyday men, mechanics, you know, teachers, whoever the case may be, building and nourishing you on an everyday basis. So why Rage? Why now? And how is your company really affecting, you know, our community?
So I think what happened with me is I think I was ahead of my time actually with Rage, and at first people were like, oh, it's a cool logo.
Right.
But with the concept and everything, they really didn't get it because brands haven't done that yet. Like we have a lot of brands out here, but really what do they mean and what do they stand for? So with having the first brand that represents humanity, which is our logo is a human face, which is my face.
Yes.
And the acronym of releasing anxiety to gain excellence, which is a human emotion.
Let's slow that down. The acronym for Rage.
Release anxiety to gain excellence.
That's beautiful.
So with, you know, tying all that together with the statement of let it out. So I have this rage, but if I release this anxiety to gain my excellence and let it out, I'm able to overcome any obstacles that I have in life. So it's about taking negatives and turning them into positives. So that's the concept and the philosophy behind the face and what the logo represents and what we stand for as a company. And now we need that because there's so many different learning curves. Society changes on a daily basis. You know, there's a lot of things we're behind in. We have a lot of rage. We harbor a lot of, you know, pains and ills based on home environment, community environment, you know, lack of funding, lack of support.
Mental illnesses.
I think, you know, right now is a perfect time for my brand to be relevant and to be out in the marketplace. And so, you know, my goal is to push on that because I've been working on it and, you know, done some things with it or whatever. Never really released it to the marketplace wholly because I'm a person that I just believe in doing things the correct way the first time. And if I can't do it right, I won't do it at all. So, because you get one shot. You know, you don't get a second chance. So you got to make sure when you pull it, it's a bullseye. And so now I think I'm ready mentally, you know, physically, financially, as well as the public. I think they're ready as well for something like this. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I'm like, Rage. So let us know specifically, you know, what type of programs, you know, Rage offers.
So we do everything. We have a skateboarding program because I'm a skateboarder. I skateboarded as a kid. We have music programming. We teach kids how to produce, how to make records. You know, how to get in the music industry. I also have a colleague and a business partner that does carpentry. So he makes anything out of wood, rocking chairs, custom doors, floors. He's made my son custom, you know, chair out of skateboards. I mean, amazing, like beautiful. They're, you know, heirlooms that you can pass on for generations, and it's all handmade. So, you know, with the skateboarding brand that I have, along with his creations, because he's dollhouses, all of that, you know. And our new store that we're working on. You'll see a little bit of that, you know, added in there. His name is Placent Robbins. Talented master carpenter. You know, just brother's gifted from God. Like,
it sounds like
it's amazing what he does with his hands. You know? So again, we working. You know, I try to stay busy in all of it. You know, but I think I've done so much with my career and in different phases that, you know, it keeps me busy. But I'm getting to the point where now I just really want to focus on what, you know, what's important to me, which is my brand now. Because I've done all of the music, I've done some film stuff, and done the community thing, and, you know, been in, you know, Chicago public schools, Indianapolis public schools, been a counselor and things like that, you know, at group homes, and worked at the juvenile detention center as well, doing programming. I have some of my own programs for all day in school and after school. So, you know, it's been love, and Rage has been attached to pretty much everything that I've done over the years, and we're just looking to grow it, you know, bring more people, like-minded people like myself to the table, and give, you know, our kids something to do, something positive they can, you know, believe in and support. You know, we support everybody else, so why not support us?
Exactly.
Why not support each other? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yes. So when do you have when do you plan on launching Rage? Like here it is. This is what we offer. Come get it.
But right now we're in the process of redeveloping our website and getting all of our social media, together because everything is digital now.
Yes.
Without social media marketing and having all of this digital stuff, which I'm still old school.
Right.
I'm not really cool with all that. I come from, the era where you don't tell people where you at, what you're doing. And it's a whole new ball game. I'm an old man, as you can see with the gray.
You're working the gray.
The gray and the beard. But we're working on redeveloping everything. We have a new project with the city, that we're working on with Roberto Clemente High School, which is an entrepreneurship program, for the students there, as well as us developing their backlot into an actual skate park. And so their backlot has been a historical landmark for skateboarders since the 70s.
Oh my goodness.
And, we've been working, with the city and turning that into a recreational space for the community at large and for the kids, to have somewhere to come out, hang and have fun. So it's beautiful. So 2019 is going to be that year.
Okay, really, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, when we really get started. But right now we're in the planning stages of getting everything, locked and loaded. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm excited too. I'm looking forward to it because, I'm all about, just, when you combine passion and purpose and community and when your heart is really geared towards, giving back and building the next generation, you're going to flourish. You're going to be successful. And you got some dope energy coming out for you.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. This man is going to all the way up. And you've had, a great career. You work with Capitol Records. Yes. You work with Biz Marquee, Elektra, Monica. So you just didn't wake up and be like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is all I'm going to focus on. You've actually been out here grinding and building, who you are.
Definitely. And it's definitely a grind. So you have to know that it's definitely a grind and you got to put in some work. So I've earned my stripes, good and bad. I paid for some learning as well. But working in the music industry, doing marketing promotions, doing the clubs and doing the concerts and things like that was a great experience. Music and fashion go hand in hand.
Right.
I'm managing artists.
We want yes, you do.
And things like that. So, music been great to me. I love music. My parents were avid music listeners. Like they had all of the 8-tracks, all of the LPs, all of the 45s of everybody.
What?
So I remember throwing hundreds and hundreds of crates of records away. Because they were in the garage and my dad was just like, I can't hold on to them anymore.
Wow.
But I never knew that I would get into the music business before, all of this happened before I knew.
You hurt my heart when you say it that.
So, and I have to definitely shout out, my family I grew up with, the Shaws, Jihad, Alexis, I'm saying, Shy Wisdom, they gave me my opportunity, LO7 Self, Lano, they gave me my opportunity at Capitol Records, so they put me on. They gave me that first start to get into marketing promotions and doing the events here in the city or whatever, and it's been a good run. So just growing and moving into the next phase, and I just let wherever he take me, I take it on. So
absolutely,
none of it was planned.
Right.
But, I take on the challenge.
Yes, and that's the best thing when it happens organically. That's where you're supposed to be, and what you're supposed to be doing. But you held on to some things from that, Capitol Records from the music industry because you do management.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So
we got this hot new artist out,
definitely.
Yes.
Man, yes. So I've managed several different artists, which has been good. Film side, I've done work with Benicio Machado recently, which was a great, talented brother. He played No More on Power. He, started out on Nickelodeon, been in the game 20 years. So, really, really talented brother. Michael Fitzgerald, Fear the Walking Dead. He's been in over 100 videos. He's still cranking out every day. You guys, Michael Fitzgerald works like nobody I've ever met.
Wow.
Every day he's cranking. you know, talented cat. Any film project that you want him in, he's gonna deliver.
He's there. So,
he's doing on the film side, which was new to me, you know, I've done some management there, but also on the music side, I'm doing some work right now with T.L. Williams, you know, the brother from Chicago. Plays 6 different instruments, talented, you know, teaches music, you know, instrumentation to the kids, and has his own Symphony of Change organization. You know, he created the Get More Money Than You, which I love that record, because that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get more money than everybody. So shout out to my man T.L. Williams, you know what I'm saying, his beautiful wife, Dan. They're doing some amazing things. He has a new single out right now.
Is it available on iTunes and all that good stuff?
Wow.
What is his new single? Is it to Get More Money Than You? Or?
No, this is a new one. It's what is the name of that?
It's okay.
I'm drawing a blank, and I know it. I'm gonna have to tell you in a second. I'm drawing a blank.
Okay. So we'll come back to that. So let's talk about
Dance on Me.
Dance on Me.
That's it. TL, I almost lost it, brother. I got you.
We got you. Dance.
Yeah, it's hot.
That just sound hot.
So outside of TL, Maisha Wynn. Maisha Wynn is a great story. Sister from Chicago. I had the chance to meet Maisha at 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been knowing her since she was a little one.
Wow.
She worked retail at Hyde Park for a girlfriend of mine that had a fashion boutique. And so I was doing marketing for my girl at the boutique, and Maisha was her employee.
Wow.
She used to make me spend $200-$300 every time I came in there, because she was working off commission.
Right.
And you know this Maisha, but Maisha, man, was big spirit, beautiful smile, just really loving, you know what I'm saying, young lady at the age of 12, and had really big personality.
Right.
And so at the time we were working with Jack and Jill on doing these teen parties, and my buddy was the DJ.
Right.
DJ Kays from, you know, New York. Shout out to Kays. He DJ for Craig Mack. You know, rest in peace, Craig Mack.
Oh, yes.
And Maisha wanted to go to the Jack and Jill parties, and her mama let her go, and somebody was going to be there to chaperone. So I ended up.
And you ended up being that somebody.
And I come to pick Maisha up. She got 8 of her girlfriends. I'm driving the Z24 Cavalier at the time. They want to pile in there. And she was like, no, we can fit. But long story short, Maisha was kind of, you know, a heavyset child, teenager. And, you know, she changed her lifestyle. She started, she turned, you know, over to vegan.
Right.
And she has turned herself into a supermodel.
Wow.
And she's been on, just coming off Racheal J. She's been on Oprah.
What?
She's been on ABC, NBC. She has a book out, you know, we'll call it Winning Way.
Wow.
And her website is Live to Win.
Live to Win.
Amazing sister. Please follow her. Maisha Wynn is doing big things. She's changing our community around. She's getting us healthy. She's getting our mind right. She's getting us fit. She stays on me every day, all day. So I thank the sister for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But that's, you know, that's one of my big heartwarming stories that make me feel good.
That's beautiful.
Because I've been knowing her for so long.
Right.
And to see her grow into this beautiful, you know, young lady, you know, graduate, you know, alumni, Spelman, you know, lived in Japan, speak fluent Japanese. Like, she got it really, really, like, going on.
Yes.
Like, sophisticated and bad. You
right.
Know, she's a bad girl. She's a bad queen. You know what I'm saying? So, and we need, you know, sisters like that. You know, so our young girls can look up to them.
Exactly.
And know that you could do all of this positive without the negativity. You know, everybody don't have to go out here and show the skin to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And she's doing it. So, like, big shout out to Maisha.
Love you to death.
And then, you know, my newest artist rap side, which I love, the rap culture, is LNS.
LNS.
LNS. Yes.
LNS.
So LNS in the, you know, his group is AONSL, which is All or Nothing Squad Life. These brothers are so talented. So you're talking, you know, 3 blood brothers.
Okay.
And 2 friends in AONSL.
Oh.
But LNS has an amazing story. Got incarcerated at the age of 16, maximum penitentiary. Did 8 years.
What? At 16?
Came home off 6 years, 2 years on house arrest. He's just getting off, and he's like, I'm gonna say he's the dopest rapper that ever touched a mic.
Whoa.
and I done work with the best.
Oh my gosh.
I done work with them all. I'm gonna say he's the dopest rapper that ever touched
meet
him.
You.
Ellen Ness.
Ellen Ness.
Please go to Ellen Ness AON and check him out.
Oh my goodness.
He on all social media. He's
wow. So what can we expect from because you manage Ellen Ness and you manage the group. He's a part of the group.
Yeah, he's a part of the group. He's the first one out. Right now he's out in Atlanta doing some work with Jazzy Faye.
Mm.
They got some stuff that they cooking. And we got some other things working for him as well. We're trying to get his social media up, so definitely go to all social media, LNSAON. Check the fellas out.
Yes.
They rough, man. They finna shake up the music industry for real. Like this boy is tough.
Oh my goodness. Look, I'm ready. I'm hype. I'm ready. Yes.
Lyrical, you know what I'm saying? About his people, political, straight shooter. He done been through it all. Blood, sweat, and the tears. He here.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So happy to have him home. Happy to have him active and loving what he do.
Yes.
Master.
Absolutely.
He's doing his own production and everything. So
Really?
he's a triple threat. He's nasty. Nothing nice. I'm telling you, nothing nice.
Look, I'm ready. I'm ready for you, LNS. Let's do this.
Man, like nothing
yes.
Nice. Yeah, it's been good. Other projects and things like that, outside of the music and entertainment stuff, I try to work with the kids as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
We did a carnival and, a project for the kids yesterday at Holmes Elementary School on 55th and Morgan.
Yeah.
And brought out Stunt Taylor. Shout out to Stunt for coming out for the kids for me.
Yeah.
So we, I try to do as much as I can for the schools and for the kids because, we sometimes make it and we leave and we forget. And we leave a lot of people looking up and behind.
Right.
So we sometimes got to find that time to go back and kind of lift somebody up. I didn't say everybody, but you got to grab somebody.
Hey, if you can touch one life,
and they need us.
You know what I mean? Yes, pay it forward. It's a trickle down effect. Look how you touched the life. Was it Maisha?
Maisha Williams.
Look what she's doing. Because you took out the time to say, hey, I'll take you and all 12 of y'all and all 100 of y'all.
Yeah, it's love. And like little things like that you take for granted.
Right.
Because you really don't know how you can impact the person, what a person really means, saying to you. I've been humbled and taught to be humble. So I just try to keep it all straight business, do what I got to do.
Absolutely.
To feed the family and keep everybody happy.
Yes.
And I want to go get some rest, really.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
But it don't stop. Don't stop, won't stop. Yes.
Especially when you're moving out of so many channels.
Right.
We just coming off last year shooting a movie here, Mollywood. My man Ken Hoy did an excellent job with
Mollywood. Yes.
Venetia's Machado was in, Michael Fitzgerald, Leslie Lopez, Billy Deck here from Chicago.
Yeah.
London on the Track. So, we had a great cast, had a great group of people. It's gonna be a dope film. Check for that.
Yes.
Mollywood, the movie.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Ken Hoy, for creating that and allowing me a chance to work on that. Help produce the project, and we just keeping it rolling.
Right. So with you being in management, do you scout out who you? Do you do some type of scouting process, or are people able to submit applications and they say, okay, I'm an artist, I want to submit my stuff to you, would you please manage me? Or just can I have a consultation? You have so much, knowledge and wisdom in this industry. How does that work with you?
Well, I really didn't seek out to be a manager.
Oh,
but because I worked in the industry and had connections and resources, and then I'm a person who would share my information. Right. I kind of fell into those situations. I never sought out to be a manager. Right. I just was helping friends that I felt like had a talent and was able to move into a certain space, and I had resources that they could utilize, and that's kind of how that came about. Gotcha. I'm willing to sit down and help whomever I can, but at this point in stage in the game, in my 25 years of being in this, it's a little tough to get with everybody. Right. But if there's something there that I feel like I can help, then I'm all for helping out as much as I can. Whatever resources I have, I turn you on. I might can't manage you, but I can give you some good information or connect you with somebody that might be interested in taking on a job, because management is like babysitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and, you know, I have more than enough kids right now.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
grown kids that,
Right.
that I have to make sure that things are going for them, you know, as well as moving for myself, because
Right.
in this business it's up and down. So,
Right.
you know, there's no guarantees that you're going to create an album or a record and going to explode and blow up and become the next Nas or Jay-Z,
Right,
Nicki,
right.
whatever the case may be. So it's a grind and it's a lot of work. So, you know, I try to work with people that has the same drive that I have.
Yes.
And collectively, I feel like we can build something together.
Right.
You know, so it's a work hand to hand, you know, process or whatever.
Absolutely. So let us know. So just with all your experience, everything you've been through, you know, what is that? What is that one nugget or one piece of knowledge or a few pieces that you would give the next person that let's say you see this brother or sister just grinding it out. They tired, you know, that 9 to 5 is knocking on their door, you know, but they like, let me grind. Which you can have a 9 to 5 and still pursue your career, but it's so much.
I'm gonna say this. You have to have a 9 to 5 and still pursue your career.
Yes.
You're gonna have to burn some midnight oil.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta have some type of income to sustain yourself. So many of us feel that I'm gonna just stop working and I'm gonna turn myself into a celebrity. That does not work for everyone. So I would suggest keeping your paper in order, which is getting you some type of 9 to 5, some type of income, whatever that may be. And also spending enough time and enough focus to work on your career. And it's a grind. Because I've worked, you know, I taught in the school system in Indianapolis and drove to Chicago 3 hours to work on events, you know, with my marketing agency for Nike. And stayed up 3 days straight, putting everything together, had to break it all down and drive right back into Indianapolis, right into the classroom with, you know, 30 bad kids screaming and hollering, they ain't seen me all weekend.
Mr. Flower!
You know, ready to go. So, I mean, it's a grind. You have to be dedicated to whatever it is that you say that you want to do. Because some of us say we want it, but we don't want to put in the work.
There you go.
And so when you get somebody like me that's a workaholic, that I'm going to put you to work. And so then in the management world, we have discrepancies and beefs because you want me to do all the work while you lay up and look cute. It don't really work that way. You know, and people have to understand that it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're working for yourself, you might not have an income coming in, but somebody still has to do the work. And you know, I'm about doing the work. You know, I get my hands dirty too.
Yes.
I do it all. You know, I sweep the floors and take out the garbage. And,
there
you know,
you go.
I do everything.
You got to.
You know, answer the phone.
Hello.
So, you know, it's work, and people who understand and know that they become successful. You know, I watched and seen Didi like really do some hard work, and it pays off.
Yes.
You know, so like people that put in the work, they reap the benefits.
There you go. People that put in the work, reap the benefits. There you go. That's the nuggets for you. So when we get into fashion, you know, you see. Stand up. Let us see what's going on.
So raid some, you know, baseball jersey or whatever.
Yes, raid. Y'all checking all this out. This is super dope.
You know, we got all type of pieces. You know, Rage actually started out being a sportswear brand. Like I wanted to be like a Nike or Adidas.
Okay.
And so
I love this
because you know Nike has all of the markets kind of saturated, and Adidas, I felt like I needed to find my own lane. And by me being a skateboarder, I kind of felt like that gave me an open lane to get into sports world. And hopefully, once that takes off, you know, with us building the parks and things like that, I can move into some other things, but that's later on. So right now, I'm just really focused on my skateboard culture.
Okay.
You know, the hip hop world, come on with it, you know, because we tying the two together.
Right.
But just getting it off the ground, and you know, I want to get more, you know, black and brown brothers into the skate culture, whatever, and build some foundation, you know, for them. Sponsor, you know, I want to sponsor my own teams across the country.
Wow.
You know, so in Indiana, I built my first park with the state in Anderson, Indiana, and you know, my son was 8 at the time, and then we had 12 members on his skate team, and it was cool. You know, my first experience, which was great, that led me to the park that we're building now.
Yeah.
But you know, being in business and then it's up and down.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So you know, we ended up landing this Nike contract or whatever, and then I ended up coming back and forth. So I had to make a decision.
Yeah.
And you know, I was like, kids wasn't really handling the business the way it was supposed to be handled. So I decided, let me close this.
Yeah.
This ain't the right time, and then I'm gonna come back at it, or whatever. But you know, we're fresh and new. We got the experience under our belt, and we have a phenomenal piece that we're building for the city of Chicago. You know, I'm super excited about.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
Yay!
Rage for real.
Rage for real. So, do you have any items available for sale now? As far as
I do, we haven't put up the new site yet. So I would say, yeah, we're working on that. I'm gonna need probably about 30, 45 days.
Okay.
You know, to get those things up. But I've been doing some phenomenal work too with partner of mine, Cesar Roland, who does Latino Fashion Week. You know, he does a lot of the Cuban Fest, Colombian Fest, a lot of Hispanic events here, and Latin events in the city of Chicago. Yeah. Definitely heavyweight plug, brother. Like, man, one of my best friends. You know, we connected several years ago when we've been hooked at the hip. You know, just making it rain. You know, we got something coming up in Honduras on the skateboard side.
Oh my goodness!
So, yeah, I got my hands.
Oh
full.
My goodness! We're gonna have to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, you know, I'll be out the way and under the radar.
Yes, I love.
You know, I don't want to be seen. You know, I just want to be heard.
Oh.
I don't want to be seen. So I don't need the selfies and.
Right.
I don't need 15 million people following me or nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
because your work speaks for you.
You know, if you love me, you know, buy the product, support the product. Everything that you purchase goes towards the community programs that we have for the kids, us building skate parks, us doing entrepreneurship programs in the school. So, you know, it's not just about me getting paid and I'm going to go out and buy something crazy. I had that lifestyle, loved it when I was in music.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a little mature now and know a little bit better. And so now I want to do better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, you support Rage, you know, you support, you know, the next up and coming Lamar Flowers.
Yay!
You know what I'm saying? So now that's what it is.
I love it, and we definitely appreciate you for just taking the time out to come on the scene and just bless us with everything that you have going on. Because you're an inspiration.
I appreciate it.
I feel inspired to go get on the skateboard. Yes, you have so many wonderful things going on, and I know you're touching so many different lives. So that's a beautiful thing to run across people like you, who are truly, you know, yes, you lived your life, you spent your money, you did your thing, but at the core, you're selfless. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. You deserve to definitely, you know, live the life that you want to live. You're out here working hard.
I appreciate it. You know, it's been a rough road. You know, I was at the process of launching my brand, opening a store, you know, in Old Town, and my mom got sick with cancer. She had cancer, diabetes, heart trouble. You know,
I'm sorry.
Went through some amputations and stuff like that, but I ended up being her caretaker for 10 years.
Wow.
So I had to start my business.
Oh my gosh.
Move back home. I've been gone, you know, 15 years away from the crib, but had to move back in my same room. And, you know, was there with her and my dad until she passed away. And then after she passed, 2 weeks later, I moved to Indianapolis and started all over. High top conversion van, $75 in my pocket and a tank full of gas.
Woo!
And in 8 months, I was working on getting my skate park up there. So like, I grind.
Talk about a testimony, people. Don't be a victim of your circumstance.
Please don't.
Don't do it, and don't allow the environment around. Don't allow things happening to detour you. Even if you may have to pause and do something different. That dream and them goals and that vision is still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still in your belly.
It's tough. Like when my mom was sick, you know, I almost sold my brand. I had some people like really hunt me down, like to get my concept.
So what made you say no?
I think it was my mom. She was like, "Don't do it." She's like, you'll never live with yourself. So like it was her, because I was ready. I was at the point where I was about to sign.
Yeah.
So I had a guy kind of like stalking me. You know, he was like 7 figures. Like, come on, I'll take it off your hands and run with it. Let me get it. And I'm like, I don't know, but by me going through the struggle dealing with my mom, so I couldn't leave the house. You know, I was 24-hour job. I was just taking her to dialysis, to her doctor appointments, and getting medicine and food. But you know, it was like I was like, man, I could get this money and make things a little easier.
Yes.
But she was like, don't do it for me. Not for me. She's like, this God's will.
Yeah.
And whatever he does with me in this shell, I'm gonna see it through. Wow. But I need you to continue on after the situation with me is done.
That's powerful.
And so she's the reason why I didn't sell it. You know.
I'm grateful that you didn't sell it.
Yeah, it was out of here.
Wow.
It was gone. Like I had committed. And if it weren't for her, it was out of here. But that, you know, people don't tell you that you're gonna go through certain things in life. You know, life don't. You know, there's no roadmap.
Oh my God! Okay, I am not about to cry. Okay, yes, absolutely.
So, but you know, you just gotta you live and you learn to you know to go through. And so like it's been a struggle. So from the house burning up, you know, losing my brother-in-law, like all in the same year, right back to back to back. So everything burned up in our house except a bag that I had with my articles of incorporation and my corporate seal for Rage Incorporated.
Are you serious?
And some of my designs.
Do y'all hear this? Everything in the house burnt up except for Rage.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh.
So now it's been rough, but it's been love.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a rough road. So, you know, just thinking about my mom and how impactful she was and everything that I did and keeping me straight. Like she kept me on the straight and narrow on like, you know, don't sell your brand. You know, you've been working on this your whole life. You know, it's something that people need to know.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I'm just here to give back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So, you know, this is some of the stuff that people don't see.
No.
You know, with me, because I try to stay out the way. I just try to do my work and go relax, because for me, it ain't about the popularity.
Right.
It's about what I leave behind. Who can I empower?
Yeah.
So, you know, as I meet certain people and get behind and work with their projects, my goal is to help make them better. Whether they leave me or not, it's okay.
Right.
This ain't about me holding on to nothing to nobody.
Yes.
I'm going to give you, you know what I'm saying, what you need, and hopefully you do good with it. You know, and I continue to, you know, keep surfing.
Yes.
You know, surfing for what's next.
Yes,
you know
yes.
But it's love. I appreciate y'all having me. I normally don't do this. This is like, I've never done interviews or any of that. I don't really even take pictures like that. You know what I'm saying? Just never really got into that. Like, there was no need. I always felt like if I had a relationship with somebody, I didn't have to show it through a picture. I should be able to pick up the phone and call them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, with social media now, it's all about the stunt in the front.
It is.
So, I commend you guys for what you're doing on the scene.
Thank you.
You know, because you guys are allowing people like myself to come out of our shell and get in front of the camera and tell people like real life stories. Like,
you have so much to offer. Just sitting here with you, I'm in awe. You know, and I feel inspired. I feel love. I feel just everything that you've been through. Just sitting here with you, you know, I feel inspired.
I appreciate
you know, just in my life and my journey, and I feel so much in what you're saying. You know, because when you're out here and you're grinding and you're trying to build and create and follow your passion and pursue, you go through, you know, those changes, you know, and you have to, but you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's like good. You're here, you're able to be like, hey, I've been through the valley, I've gone through the storm, you know, but I'm here, and the fact that you're still engaging and giving back, you know, is a beautiful thing.
It's important, you know. I think, you know, there are some people that I truly admire that they like Chance the Rapper. You know, that young brother got his head all right. So I love him. You know, as a person, outside of the music and the entertainment, just his heart is exactly where it's supposed to be. So, you know, his parents has done an excellent job with him. And so we can continue to build chances, you know, in this world, then we'll all be okay.
Yes, you know you definitely on that level too. Let everyone know, you know, how they can get in contact with you, you know, as far as, I know everything is kind of launching next year. You're still working on this.
Yeah, we're in development. So Rage is around. You know, we'll put the site up, you know, in, I would say in the next 30, 45 days where you can get some product and things like that. But the website is www.iamrage.com. And, you know, Instagram, you can get at me at I Am Rage.
Yeah.
You know, at I Am Rage. And then, you know, my Facebook is really personal, but it turned into a business.
Yes.
It's Lamar, Maine, Flowers. You know, Maine's been my nickname for years. When I was a teenager, I started Maine Traction Entertainment.
Oh,
so when I was working in Capital and all of that. So a lot of people in the entertainment industry know me as Maine Attraction.
Oh, man. Okay.
So, you know, and depending on where I meet you at and what name you say, Maine, Lamar, Rage.
Yeah.
I know exactly that time frame when
Oh,
we connected.
yes,
So,
yes.
but yeah, it's been good. You know, another shout out that I have to give to another brother who's helped me and developed me as well is Dero Wicks. You know, Dero was one of our first real promoters for hip hop shows here in the city of Chicago, and gave, you know, Common and Twist and all of them guys a platform to get their first shows off. And he took me under his wing and made me a part of that and taught me how to promote and do parties and clubs. And, you know, I became his little brother. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, big shout out to Dero, you know, him and his wife Freda. You know, they're amazing. And I try to keep in contact with all of my people. You know, my best friend, Filthy Rich, you know, Richard Lomax, you know, he's been there for me from day one.
Filthy Rich!
Yeah, can't forget my man. Like, you know, we've been through so much together. You know, we're more like brothers than friends. You know what I'm saying? But, it's, you know, it's important to have good people in your life.
Absolutely.
They keep you grounded, keep you, you know, focused. You know, I got a sister, Racheal J. She like keep everybody focused. Like she hitting you with the Bible verses. She on you.
Yes.
Like what are you doing? Like cut it out.
Yeah.
Like stop the foolishness.
Yes.
You know, you need to be in bed. What are you doing out this
right.
So you know, it's just all of that, having these people around kind of turns you into who you are. You know, so who you become. Is, you know, we can get more of a family structure back in our community, we'll be a whole lot better.
Yes.
So, you know, we're going to be doing some things with the city. You know, we're looking to reach out to other nonprofit organizations, you know, hopefully get with the mayor and sit down with him, you know, the governor, and just see, like, what can we do, man, and really put a curb and put an end to this gun violence, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's still happening. So, I don't think, you know, hiring more officers is going to stop the killing. I think that's the wrong idea. Not a bad one. I don't think that's exactly what we need, but, you know, there's some ideas and some strategies that me and my team have. We'll be looking to sit down, hopefully, with the city soon and kind of get an eye insight from me working with the kids in school and juvenile, you know, saying detention as well as in the street. You know, because sometimes we get disconnected. Because we say, oh, I think this is what you need, opposed to going to the people that's telling you, this is what I need.
Oh my gosh,
So there's somewhat of a disconnect, and I get it, you know, everybody don't really have all of the right answers, and then there's more than one. So collectively, we all have to kind of come together, sit across the table, be fair and honest about our real issues, and try to get some real help. We can't put a Band-Aid on a gunshot blast. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to heal.
Absolutely.
So, you know, those are some of the personal things that I want to look to for helping the city. And through, you know, my skateboard culture and the teams, and, you know, the other skate shops and stuff, you know, I'm willing to work with everybody. It's not just about, you know, me against them. It's not it's us. You know, we're Chicago family.
Let's do this.
So when I work in the LA, New York, and go to Atlanta, it's all about family. Like those brothers and sisters don't have any beefs about what nobody's doing.
Right.
Like even with the thing with Atlanta, say, well, man, what's up with this artist or whatever? And I seen him with the little satchel or the purse or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be like, oh, well, that's dude, he doing him.
Yeah.
They don't even entertain it, but here it's a little different. So like, Chicago as a culture, music, film, you know, fashion, we all have to work collectively together in order to get what we want to get done. And
yes.
Too much money come through here because we the Midwest. Too much talent come through here.
Absolutely.
And we got to start supporting our own.
Yes, we do.
You know, we got to start homegrown and supporting our own family. So they got to support, you know, on the scene. You know, as well as support Rage or, you know, whatever it may be. We all got to kind of put a hand in and say, you know, I'm going to lift you up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about. Rage is about building dreams.
I love it. I love it. We are here with Mr. Lamar Flowers. You definitely touch my heart, my spirit. And we're definitely going to keep up with you.
Awesome.
Just keep us posted in the loop about Rage and about everything that you're doing.
Definitely.
So On the Scene can be up in there.
I want to leave you guys with our philosophy and our mission statement. So Rage, release anxiety to gain excellence, symbolizes self-expression and individuality with no limitations. This intense feeling of desire lies internally in the hearts of all mankind. Rage liberates all inhibitions. It is to build your dreams and to destroy your doubts. And to support Rage is to embrace a philosophy that excellence is a part of the emotional human spirit. So that's what we're about.
Wow.
We're about excellence.
And on that note, you saw it first On the Scene.
On the Scene.
Racheal J.
Racheal J. Love you, love. Thank you.
Too. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you for having me, love. All right.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That was rough.
Oh my gosh.